Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Good to have you again. Today I'm going to be showing you a very quick video. This is based on the question I received from some viewers pertaining a video I uploaded that was like last year on cornstarch. So some of the questions were like if cornstarch or corn flour can be made with yellow corn or red corn. Of course, this is the purpose of this video. You're going to see how you can make your cornstarch or corn flour with yellow corn or even red corn. So this is the yellow corn I'm going to be using for cornstarch. So when making your cornstarch, make sure you're using good corn. So to make this, I'm going to bring this into a bowl. Now to the corn, I'm going to add in water to cover the corn very well. Okay, so I'm going to pick this out. Okay, so I'm going to leave the corn to rest overnight. You can soak this for 2 days, but I'm going to leave it overnight. By tomorrow morning, we are going to come back to the corn to continue from here. Alright, this is the morning of the next day. Okay, I've soaked this for 24 hours and you see the corn is a little bit soft. So you can soak yours for 2 days. We're actually dealing with a hard corn. So right away we are going to rinse this thoroughly. Okay, I'm going to rinse this into another bowl so I can discard the water I soaked the corn in. The corn is soaked in water and is swollen. That's what you should have at the end of the day. I'm going to rinse this twice. I'm going to bring the corn into the blender. I'm just going to shade this into 2 portions. I'll be adding water to cover the corn. Then I'll go ahead and blend this. Okay, so once done blending, you should have a smooth and a runny paste like this. Now we are going to strain this. Okay, so now I'm going to pour this over a strainer. I'm going to be using this method first. I'm still going to be sieving this the second time, so I'm going to use my hand to strain this. Once the water is reduced in this, I'm now going to just add a little water to the blender to rinse this. If it is still starchy, you can just add a little water to rinse this. So now I'm now going to squeeze this. I'm going to squeeze this to remove the chaff. You can use this as manure in your farm. Okay, I'm going to strain this the second time. This time around I'm going to be using a cheesecloth, so I'm just going to wrap it over a bowl, then tie it to the bottom of the bowl. Okay, so now this is the bowl. This is not going to be stabilized except you place it on another bowl like this. So once you tie it to the bottom, you place it in another bowl. This will stabilize the bowl. We are going to be straining the cornstarch the second time. This time around we are using cheesecloth because you want to achieve a very smooth cornstarch, just the type you get in the store. So what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to use a spoon to dissolve it because it has already settled. So I'm going to pass it through the cheesecloth. Okay, you're seeing that this makes it easy. That was why we had to strain it the first time using a strainer, so this will come out easily. If you're doing this, just make sure your hands are clean. I've already washed my hands properly before handling this. Did you see? It goes easily, it comes out easily. Mind you, I had to wrap the cheesecloth into two. This will give me a smooth cornstarch. Now I'm just going to add water, just a little bit, to rinse this. Okay, so this is the chaff we got from this. I'm going to untie this gently. Okay, so just make sure you don't have any particle on your hand before squeezing this. Okay, so I'm going to discard this. This is the starch. I'm going to be leaving this for 2 hours or even more. I just want it to settle. Okay, just make sure you cover this so that nothing falls in. Then leave it in a safe place to rest. Okay, so after 2 hours I came back to this. This has settled, and if you notice, the water has separated from the starch. I'll just gently separate the water from the starch. Okay, I'm just trying to be careful not to transfer this with the starch. So you really need to get the water out immediately from the starch. You will need to transfer this into a nut bag, or just any bag you can hold the edges like this. Okay, to stop the starch from flowing out with the water. This is going to help strain the water quickly. So I'm just going to bring this into this nut bag. I'm just going to use a spoon to pull out the remaining cornstarch. After that, I just need to bring the material together. If you notice, the water is already flowing out, so I'm just going to put a weight over this to hasten the process. Okay, so I'm placing this in another strainer. I'm just going to place a container over this. Just fill this a little bowl or a container with water, then just leave it on it to help drain the water. After some time, you'll notice the water has drained and this has become thicker than before, so we are going to spread this out. I'm going to spread this out in a tray. I'm going to use a spoon to spread this so that it will dry fast. Just spread this out as thin as possible. The paste is very smooth. The finer your strainer, the better it is. Just make sure you use a very fine strainer. This is it, so you can dry this in the sun. or you can just use your oven to dry this. Okay friends, so after sun drying our yellow corn starch, this is what it looks like. It is properly dried. I dried this for 2 days. Even though this is a yellow corn, it has changed to a creamy color. Yellow corn is rich in vitamin A compared to the white one. So right away, because this is properly dried, we are going to simply blend this. Into the blender, I'm going to bring the cornstarch. I'm just going to blend this for 2 minutes until it turns to a smooth powder. Once you're done blending, you should have a very smooth consistency like mine. I'm just going to sieve this just in case there are little lumps inside. After sieving this, I am left with this. You can just put this back in the blender and blend. Okay, it's very easy to do this. So this is our very fine cornstarch powder. Look at how smooth it is, just like the store-bought. There's no single lump in this. Very smooth and powdery. So friends, your cornstarch or corn flour is ready. You can use this to thicken your sauce, your soup and stew. Once you have properly dried your cornstarch or corn flour, you can easily store this in an airtight container with a fitting lid. It can stay up to 3 to 6 months if it's properly dried. So guys, this was how to make corn flour or cornstarch with the yellow corn. I hope you loved this video. If you're new to this channel, please support me by subscribing to this channel. Give me a thumbs up and also share this with your friends. Until next time, see you shortly. Bye.